Hello students, welcome back. Once again, we are here with Class 6th Science, chapter number 2, Components of Food. I know you have already gone through the video lectures of this chapter. In this video, I will be giving the nutshell or the summarized version of the same chapter so that you can go through all the topics in one single video. I have divided the chapter in 4 parts. Number 1, what do different food item contains? Basically, under this part, we will be learning about the various nutrients that we eat. Now, let us first of all understand what is the term components of food mean. The chemical substances required by our body for its proper growth and functioning are called the components of food. These components are also called as nutrients. We have different components of food. They are carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, and minerals. All the nutrients which we just saw in the previous slide are broadly divided into two categories based on the requirement by our body. The first category is of macronutrients. These are the nutrients that are required by our body in large amounts. These are carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Now, let us learn about all these macronutrients one by one in detail. The first macronutrient is carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are the compounds containing carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Carbohydrates are the main and cheapest source of energy for our body. Rice, sugarcane, etc. are the sources of carbohydrates. An adult person needs approximately 50 to 60% of total caloric intake in the form of carbohydrates. The second nutrient is proteins. Proteins are the complex organic compounds containing carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen. A protein molecule is made up of large number of chain of smaller molecules termed as amino acids. About 20% of our body is made up of proteins. Cereals, eggs, milk, etc. are the sources of proteins. An adult person needs approximately 25% of calories and proteins per day. That is almost 42 gram of proteins per day. Fats. Fats are the long chain of fatty acids containing hydrocarbons. It is one of the essential macronutrients in our body. Our body stores energy in the form of fats. Thus, they are also known as energy bank in our body. It helps in the absorption of vitamins such as vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, and vitamin K. An adult person needs approximately 35 grams of fats per day. Walnuts, ghee, eggs are some sources of fats. Let me share an interesting fact with you. Same amount of fats provide more energy than carbohydrates. So, does it mean that we should just include fats rich food items in our diet all the time? No, of course not. It can be very harmful for us to eat too much of fat rich foods. Be careful. Eating too much of fat rich foods lead to a health condition called obesity. The next category of nutrients are called micronutrients. These are the nutrients that are required by our body in very small amounts. They are vitamins and minerals. As we did for macronutrients, same we will be doing for micronutrients. That is, we will be learning some more details about each of them. The first micronutrient is vitamins. Vitamins not only provide energy but helps in the proper utilization of other nutrients. Vitamins are classified on the basis of solubility given as the first one water soluble vitamins and the second one fat or oil soluble vitamins. Vitamin B and C are the water soluble vitamins, whereas vitamin A, D, E, and K are the fats or oil soluble vitamins. Minerals is the next micronutrient. Generally, salts of certain metals or non-metals that are needed for proper functioning in our body are known as minerals. These also helps in the proper utilization of other nutrients. Iron, calcium, zinc, etc. are the minerals needed in our body. Student, in addition to all these five nutrients, our body also requires roughage and water. Let us know what is roughage and what is water. Roughage. Undigested fibrous material of food is known as roughage. It does not provide any nutrient and is not digested by our body. However, it is an important part of our food because it helps in number 1, the proper functioning of digestive system. Number 2, the smooth movement of waste. Number 3, in preventing constipation. The next additional component is water. Water does not provide nutrients, yet it is essential for human survival. Number 1, it helps our body to absorb nutrients from food. Number 2, it helps to keep our body cool and healthy. Number 3, it helps in the removal of waste in the form of sweat and urine. Excessive loss of water leads to dehydration, which is dangerous to life. This is heading number 2. What do various nutrients do for our body? Under this heading, we will be learning various roles which the nutrients perform in our body. In lecture number 1, we learned about many nutrients of food. Here, let us learn what role do they play in our body. Energy giving food. The foods which give us energy are called energy giving food. These foods include carbohydrates and fats rich food. Examples: rice, bread, wheat, ghee, butter, milk, etc. You can have a look at some of the examples of energy giving food, which includes both the food items which are rich in carbohydrates as well as which are rich in fats. Body building food. The foods which help in body building by making new cells and repairing tissues are called body building food. These foods include protein rich food. Examples: fish, egg, milk, pulses, cheese, etc.
Let's have few examples of bodybuilding food. You can see some of the food items are extracted from animals, whereas some from plants.
Protective food. The foods which protect the body against the diseases are called protective food. They include essential vitamins and minerals. Examples: fruits, vegetables, wheat, milk, fish, etc. Let us, let us have few examples of protective food. Basically, the tray of salad that we eat, which includes fresh fruits and vegetables, are the good example of protective food. The third heading is balanced diet. Under this heading, we will be looking at the definition of balanced diet. Here is the term balanced diet. A diet which contains all nutrients in proper amount or proportion as is required by our body for normal growth and functioning is called balanced diet. Basically, it includes energy giving food, body building food, protective food, roughage, as well as water. The last subheading of this chapter is deficiency diseases. We have classified various deficiency diseases based upon the type of deficiency because of which they occur. For example, the diseases that are caused due to deficiency of particular nutrients or particular vitamins or particular minerals. We have summarized it by making different tables. The next topic is deficiency diseases. Diseases that occur due to lack of nutrients over a long period of time in our diet are called deficiency diseases. The term deficiency means shortage or deficit. Let us learn about few diseases or disorders which are caused by the deficiency of nutrients. If a person lacks carbohydrates in his or her diet, then he may suffer from ketosis. The symptoms of this disorder are headache, a dry mouth, and a fruity smell to the breath. If the person lacks proteins, then he may suffer from a disease called kwashiorkor. Its symptoms includes delayed growth in children, a swollen stomach, and frequent infections. If a person lacks both proteins as well as carbohydrates in his diet, which is commonly known as PEM, it stands for protein energy malnutrition, then there are high chances that he may suffer from marasmus. In this disorder, they, that person have shunted growth. Secondly, now let's learn about few diseases or disorders which can be caused due to the deficiency of vitamins in the diet. If a diet lacks vitamin A, then the person may suffer from night blindness or loss of vision. The symptoms are having poor vision, loss of vision in darkness, sometimes complete loss of vision. If the food lacks vitamin B1, then the person may suffer from a disease beriberi. The symptoms of this disease are weak muscles and very little energy to work. Shortage of vitamin C in diet may lead to scurvy. In scurvy, the symptoms are bleeding gums, wounds take longer time to heal. Lacking of vitamin D in diet may cause rickets. In rickets, bones become soft and bent. Lack of vitamin K in food may result in delay in clotting of blood, and the symptoms include excessive bleeding. In the same sequence, let us now learn about few diseases or disorders which may be caused by the deficiency of minerals. Calcium, iodine, and iron are some of the minerals which are required by our body. Shortage of calcium in our diet may lead to bone and tooth decay. The symptom of this disorder includes weak bones and tooth decay. Deficiency of iodine in diet may lead to a disease called goiter. In it, glands in the neck appear swollen, and mental disability in children can also be expected. Deficiency of iron in the diet may cause anemia. The common symptom of anemia is having weakness. Students, at this, we have come to an end of chapter number 2. Let us very quickly recapitulate whatever topics we have learned. Starting from nutrients, we know that if the nutrients are taken in correct proportion as per the age, it is termed as a balanced diet. The food which we eat have different nutrients. If you look around this circle, the 7 nutrients are written in clockwise direction, starting from number 1 carbohydrates, number 2 fats, number 3 proteins, number 4 vitamins, number 5 minerals, number 6 roughage, and number 7 water. Now, carbohydrates and fats perform the role of giving energy in our body. Hence, they are also known as energy giving food. On similar grounds, proteins are used to make new cells and repair the body tissue. Hence, it is also called as bodybuilding food. On similar grounds, vitamins and minerals helps in protecting our body against diseases. They have got the name protective food. At this point, you are already aware that if any of these nutrients or particularly vitamins or minerals are not taken in sufficient amount, then a person may suffer from some disorders or diseases. Such diseases are called deficiency diseases. I hope you have understood this lecture properly. Still, if you have any doubt or query in your mind, then do write in comment section so that I'll be happy to help you in clarifying all such doubts. Regarding homework, go ahead and check EdQuark. An assignment has been there for you.